Hello everyone, welcome back to another sight reading video. Following the votes from the previous few videos, it seems like Dvorak is next, Dvorak Violin Concerto. Now if you check in the description, you will see that I actually played Dvorak Violin Concerto before, but I believe it's been 8 years, 8 years ago. At that time, I was suffering from severe stage fright, so anytime I play on stage, my bow would shake uncontrollably, and my teacher was looking for a piece to force me to control my bow more, and this was the piece that he chose for me. And the opening is so exposed, and we found out that my bow shaking was not psychological. I wasn't nervous, it's just technique, like there was just too much tension. And it was actually his father, my teacher's father, that gave me one advice that fixed like everything. It's really crazy. He just said, oh, it's your shoulder. Like I was doing this with my shoulder, and that creates so much tension that whenever I play, my bow would shake. And from that day onwards, I just kept working on my right arm shoulder to play as relaxed as I can. So to those of you that have stage fright, sometimes you need to consider maybe it's not a psychological problem, it's more like a mechanical problem. Your bow shake because your arm is tight. That fixed it for me. It was my shoulder. So something for you to think about. I played this in a masterclass with Julian Rachlin. He was the one conducting the masterclass, and the video is on YouTube. I'll link it down in the description if you're curious to see how I played 8 years ago. I haven't touched this concerto since that year, because in classical music, if you're like looking for auditions and jobs, you usually focus on one concerto, and the concerto I focused on afterwards was Brahms, and I just kept polishing Brahms this whole time. I hope my fingers still remember most of it. I only have time to do first movement today. Today is quite packed with students. But if this video reach more than 100 likes, I'll do second movement and third movement as well. Let's go. Opening is so exposed and very stressful to play. Oh. Oh my god, without practice, this section is so scary. I actually don't remember the fingering at all. I don't remember this section. This is a hard one. I don't. Okay, for this concerto, I remember the first few pages still pretty well, but starting from letter D, I just couldn't imagine it anymore. Thank you for suggesting Dvorak. I always thought I can keep this in my hand more or less because it's more technical, but I guess not. I forgot how to play this place. Anyway, there you go, first movement of Dvorak. I have to go back to teaching now. See you next time. Bye bye.